When it comes to management services, we're seeing a lot more activity in the marketplace. Companies of all sizes are under pressure. Whether you're a small company and cash is king and you're worried about where the next dollar is going to come from, or you have limited resources overall, or you're a large enterprise, even large enterprises with their expansive IT departments are finding pressure on their own resources. So management services provides a tremendous benefit to them because they can offload the entire imaging and printing environment to a third party. Many corporations have way too many devices, whether they have too many personal devices, too many low-end network devices, maybe even excess capacity in their centralized copy rooms or centralized data center environments. So there are plenty excess capacity in the organization. What is that doing? It's using up real estate, it's using up excess energy, it's using up IT resources to support those devices, and when those devices are broken down, it's immediately impacting the employees because of lost productivity. The cost to administer invoices to support all these machines. In addition, those devices, if they're aged, are not energy efficient. So all of these are costs that a management services is exactly designed to address. What we hear from the customers is that they get all these other benefits which they didn't realize how much they would appreciate. They have one single point of contact for everything, for supplies, for hardware, for help desk support, regulatory compliance and security. Having a managed print service provider help you put policies in place and authentication in place that only allow certain individuals to have access to certain information is an incredible benefit for them. So experience in an MPS provider is very important. You want somebody who's done this before and can actually almost prove to you that they've done this by showing you real customers in your particular industry for whom they have achieved the kind of cost savings that are being promised to you. They have to come in and assess your current state environment to tell you how they're going to improve on that. You want to make sure that that assessment is very fact-based. You also want a provider who can support your environment as it may exist today. So even if that provider comes in and right sizes and optimizes your environment, you may still have mixed brands in that environment. You want a provider who's going to be able to support that. You want also a provider who can scale. Small companies become mid-size, mid-size become large, large become global. You also want a provider who is going to be very proactive in their support. Devices are being monitored in a very proactive way. You want them to almost read your mind before any of these incidents happen. Before a machine breaks down, you'd like them to be monitoring the devices on an ongoing basis so they can come in proactively. And finally, you also want a provider who has services in their DNA. And by services, I don't just mean someone who's very good at break fix. That's great, but you want someone who knows professional services. Professional services means that they're consultative with you. They can help understand your environment, how your environment and your corporation is evolving and changing, and recommend how they can continuously optimize that changing. So if you've not considered management service, I would highly recommend that you look into it. Cost savings of 25 to 30%, return on investment that's in the 40% range, security around access to your intellectual property, productivity for your employees, your IT department. One of the big benefits that we hear about, which is something that many don't engage with a provider for this reason, but after they've engaged with the provider, we hear a lot that this is a benefit they love, and that is by offloading the entire imaging and printing environment to a third party, what that does is it frees up the organization to focus on things that are more valuable to them, their core business.